Please sit down and buckle up. The pilot said we're going to run into some turbulence.
How much do you want to bet that Sonny knew a divorce in the Dominican Republic would do me no good? That's okay. That's all right. It's just a minor setback. You know what? I'm going to stay focused because I'm getting a divorce whether Sonny likes it or not.
Every girl needs to buy herself a little bling once in a while, don't you think?
Why not?
Truth is, I always wanted to be the kind of woman who didn't need a man to buy her beautiful things. Not that there's anything wrong with that. It's a little over the top as far as watches go, but what's that saying? If you can afford diamonds, you might as well show them off.
Yeah, I have heard that somewhere.
We'll take about 15 more minutes before we continue the interview. If you want a snack, the commissary comes close to edible.
Okay. Yeah, I think I'm going to go out and get some fresh air.
Of course. Look, it can't be easy reliving such an unhappy time. The hostage crisis. Those traumas stay with you, like it happened yesterday.
I'm gonna go out and go for a walk.
Okay. We'll see you back here in 15 minutes. Did you want to borrow the watch?
No, thank you. I'll manage.
Amelia.
See you in a bit.
Can you sit down? Be reasonable. Sonny had no idea the laws changed in the Dominican Republic.
You know, I don't care. I don't care because it's still his fault that we're married in the first place. And I have to spend the next 6 months waiting for New York City to validate my divorce.
Sonny can't stop the divorce, Carly. And you know what? You don't have to live with him while you're going through it.
Jason, Jax is hurt and devastated, and he's not sure if he'll ever be able to forgive me. You have to promise me that you are going to help me through this.
Okay, what do you want from me?
Help me resist Sonny, okay? Because he's going to try everything he can to make me see that we'd be happy together. He will try and arrange little visits with Michael and Morgan. He's going to send me flowers and be nice to me.
And what's wrong with that?
If I ever gave in, we would be back to business as usual. All of our good intentions and grand gestures will blow up in our faces. Sonny and I are better off apart. I know that. How do I convince Sonny?
Great.
I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to keep you waiting. Sorry.
Not at all, not at all. I was just sitting here thinking, you know, we're all held hostage by something, aren't we? I swear, with what I do, sometimes I feel like a slave to time. I sometimes wonder what it would feel like to just walk out that door and become a whole new person, you know, no matter what unfinished business I left behind. You ever feel like that, Sam?
2 minutes of camera, ladies.
Thank you.
I'm sorry. I don't know what else I can tell you about the hostage crisis.
Well, you know, I'd like to use the second part of the interview to delve a little more into your background. Like, is there anything in your life that prepared you for that split-second decision when all of those lives were at stake?
I'm so sorry, but I don't know what my past experience has to do with any
people
of this.
wonder if they were in the same boat, could they be a hero too? They start thinking of interesting events in their own lives that they might not normally consider significant.
Well, yeah, I think that we are all a sum total of our life's experience, and I've been in some tight spots before, and I've learned how to act quickly under pressure.
Is that so? Anything specific that you would discuss on camera?
Well, as a deep sea diver, the worst thing you can do in a crisis is freeze up, and that's a lesson I take with me wherever I go. Because when you panic, you don't think straight, and when you don't think straight, now that's when you make the worst possible mistakes.
Ready in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2.
I'm sorry I'm late. Sorry about that.
Who are you?
I'm Carly Corinthos. I'm here as a character witness for Miss Davis. I would have been here sooner. I'm sorry. I would have, but I was trying to divorce Sonny. Not that Sonny is a bad person or dangerous at all, unlike the scum of the earth here, Rick Lansing.
Your Honor, I need a break, please. Denied. I'm eager to hear what Mrs. Corinthos, who is on your witness list, has to say. Please take the stand.
Sonny and I share custody, and that works out well for us. I am 100% confident that my children are safe with him.
Mrs. Corinthos, I'm confused. Are you and Mr. Corinthos married or divorced?
We're married, but it's just a technicality.
Your Honor, maybe I could try to get this witness back on track.
Oh, I like the track that she's on just fine. It's extremely relevant. Would you continue, Mrs. Corinthos?
Yeah, Sonny tricked me into marrying him so I wouldn't be forced to testify that I saw him shoot someone. Even though that turned out to be self-defense, and it's kind of a moot point. Now I'm stuck in limbo because the judge in the Dominican Republic says I have to wait 6 months before my divorce to Sonny to become legal. Is that true? I mean, is it true that if I'm divorced to Sonny in the Dominican Republic, I have to also file here in the state of New York?
I would have to look that up.
I don't have any further questions for this witness.
I do. Mrs. Corinthos, do you think that Alexis Davis is a good mother?
Yes, I do.
And do you think that Mr. Corinthos's allegedly illegal activities pose any danger whatsoever to Molly Lansing?
I know that Sonny would never, ever hurt a child. And if you don't believe me, ask Jason Morgan.
And who is Jason Morgan?
Excuse me, Your Honor, objection, relevance. Mr. Morgan is neither on mine or Miss Davis's witness list.
Well, the witness seems to think he is relevant. Is Jason Morgan in the courtroom?
So I'm right here, Your Honor.
Do you think that Alexis Davis is a good mother?
Yes, I do.
Mr. Morgan, you appear to have a refreshing gift for brevity, but I would like you to elaborate. Why do you think Alexis Davis is a good mother?
She loves her daughters, and she tries to do what's right for them.
And Mr. Lansing?
I really don't like Rick Lansing, Your Honor, so I'm not the right person to ask.
Nevertheless, I am asking.
Any father who would try to take his child from the home where she's happy and the mother she loves is obviously thinking of himself and not his child.
Thank you, Mr. Morgan. Mrs. Corinthos, you may step down.
Okay.
Ms. Davis, if you'd kindly take the stand.
Your Honor, I think the most important thing that I can tell you is that I am a good mother.
I'm sure you are, but this is my court, and there's only one thing I'm interested in. How did you manage to get yourself busted for smoking pot?
The effects of the chemo took a lot out of me, and I didn't have the strength that I was used to having, and I was sick to my stomach. Very often, the anti-nausea medicine that they typically give cancer patients didn't work for me, but the marijuana did. I didn't smoke in front of the children, and I only did it when I was too debilitated to handle it in any other way. Despite my personal problems with Mr. Lansing, I have always acted responsibly toward my children. I have always put them first. And I have always and will continue to act in their best interest.
I've always thought Alexis was a good mother. But she's exhausted. And according to her doctors, this latest round of chemo will, I'm sorry, probably debilitate her. Molly's just a little baby. She doesn't understand what's happening. All she knows is that Mom can't take care of her. I have the time and I have the energy to devote to our little girl, and I also think that she will be in a safer environment with me.
Couldn't you come to some compromise?
Well, I tried, but Alexis seemed determined to cut me out of Molly's life completely. This is not about revenge, Your Honor. If I am granted full custody of Molly, I will agree to generous visitation. I do not want her to lose her mother. But I believe, and I think the evidence proves that she will be better off with me.
Thank you for your testimony. I will make my decision and announce it to the parents in private. The rest of you are dismissed.
She's good.
Distracted.
Sam makes a great lead into the kid who delivered his mom's baby.
Well, the baby story's been done to death. Sam's fresh. She has a great look. We should make this our lead.
Why not hold it till sweeps?
No need. I have a better project in mind for Sam McCall.
Get away from me! Leave me alone!
Lying slut, you're gonna pay for what you did.
All right, now you can tell me. What happened in the Dominican?
The judge told Carly divorce won't be final for 6 months.
Right. I don't buy it. You went down there with Carly to make sure that things went Sonny's way, isn't that right?
You know what, Jax, all that matters to me is that Carly's happy. If she wants a divorce, I'm going to help her get a divorce. Since you've already decided that she isn't worthy of you anymore, just stay away from her.